Hello YouTube, Dr. Solar coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria. So here is one of our Dyness B4850 batteries, and as you could see, it has quite a bit of swelling. So we're having problems with this customer's installation where the batteries would show charge and then all of a sudden disappear or stop charging. And we did some troubleshooting and we found this level of damage. As you can see, swelling on the enclosure. And we're going to open it and bring out the batteries and see what is damaged. Dyness right now has promised to sending us new replacement batteries. But we need to figure out what happened and try to prevent it. And by the way, there was BMS communications. So this is what it looks like on the inside. And we're going to take apart these batteries. You can see the middle one is completely swollen. This one on the side is a little swollen. This one just a bit swollen. So we'll take it apart and find out what went wrong. Well, we'll take it apart and take a look and see what went wrong. Can you bring this up? Can this lift out? And there's a plug. So lift it up. So we removed the cell that's swollen. It's more than one actually. So we remove this one that seems to have the most swelling. This one too is swollen. But let's see how many batteries are in this. We'll cut this open and then we'll take a look at. There's some electronics on there, as you could see. There is well, let's open it and we'll show you. So we opened one of the batteries, and as you can see, they're pouches. I did not expect them to be pouches, to be honest with you. And as you can see, it's the middle pouch that's really swollen. So here is the top where they have the positives and negatives. So each one of this pouch is, I don't know how many volts they are. They could, maybe each of these could be 48 volts. So I don't know, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think this might be 40. 3 is how many? When is 3, which is how many? If I divide 48 by 3, what's that number? 118. No, that might not be it. I think this is definitely more than the number I counted. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of these cells. Yeah,
16, 14.
Okay, so we're counting 10. So this might be lithium. No, they cannot be. They cannot be lithium ion, because if they were lithium ions, 4. So unless there are two cells in each of these cells here. But as you can see the way they wired it here, here's your BMS. Let me see, your BMS leads right there. And you can see, and then your positive and your negative, and then we can count actually. You know what, we can count and find out how many pins you have here.
6.
6 pins?
Okay.
No, it's more than 6.
It's more than 10.
10 pins. So it's 10 pouches. So I don't really know what voltage these guys are using, because there are 10, so there are 30 of them, if we make the assumption correct.
2P5S.
2P?
5S.
2P5S. So 5
in series.
So 5 times 3, 15. 2P5S. Okay, so 5. So what voltage will add up to 48?
I think it's 2 volts.
No, it's 3.5 volts or 3.6 volts. 5 times 6, 35 times 3, 15, 18. 18 times 3 times 8. 3 times 1, 40. Okay, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, that math I did in my head. I don't remember what it was, but if you pause the video and you go back and listen to it, that makes sense. So this is how they have it set up. So let's go back and look at the battery itself. You have your 2 positives, your 2 negatives, I believe this is your BMS here. But you know, there is a big board. Let me see if I can show you that big board. This big board here. And then this is your BMS board. because here your what do you call it, your balancing wires. Here's your BMS communication wires. Let me see if I can show you properly. Am I showing it? Yep, right here. 1, 2, 3. And there are 3 batteries. So they have a label battery 1, battery 2, battery 3. So I think this big one here is your BMS. This big one. And then I don't know what this is, but I guess it serves its function. Anyway, to make a long story short, we have ruined a Dyness battery to show you what's inside one. And we have a blown pouch. So our suspicion is this. There was a cable. This customer had a robbery happen, and they came and they cut all the cables. We went and we switched cables, and I'm sure we didn't pay attention to the fact that Dyness and Lux Power had special cables to communicate. And it worked okay for a while. And then they started to run into issues. When they ran into these issues, I guess the BMS either couldn't catch up or the batteries had already failed. I don't know what it is. So we've lost this set of batteries, and the customer now has to, sadly, wait for us to get new batteries. But Dyness has made us whole. They are sending batteries to my forwarding agent, who will ship it to us here in Nigeria, and I will give the customer a replacement battery. If you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Once again, this is Up to Solar, doing things, blowing things up so that you don't have to do it. Coming to you from Lagos, Nigeria, and Tosin is here, and I'm going to kill him later.